Good morning, team. Today I want to continue our discussion about the one thing. We had great discussions last week. We had some good progress. We still have some work to do in some areas. And we had the opportunity on Friday to listen to another perspective, other takeaways from people that have read the one thing and have found great value in it. Today, I want to just refocus on the focusing question. This focusing question is foundational for your focus, for your one thing, for developing the habit to stay focused on that one thing, identify that one thing that will have the largest impact on your life. The focusing question, as written in the book, is actually what's the one thing I can do such that by doing it, everything else will be easier or unnecessary. Again, it's what's the one thing I can do such that by doing it, everything else will be easier or unnecessary. Now, this focusing question, again, works in all areas of our life. What we want to do is be specific about it. We can put time frames on it. What's the one thing I can do right now? What's the one thing I can do this week? What's the one thing I can do this year? The book gives us some examples of one thing focusing questions in different areas of our life. For example, in our spiritual life, we can say, what's the one thing I can do to improve my relationship with God right now that will make everything else easier or unnecessary? In physical health, what's the one thing I can do to achieve my diet goals this month, such that by doing so, everything else will be easier or unnecessary? What about relationships? What's the one thing I can do to improve my relationship with my partner right now, such that by doing it, everything else will be easier or unnecessary? What about our goals? What's the one thing I can do to ensure that I hit my goals this week, such that by doing it, everything else will be easier or unnecessary? Or what about our finances? What's the one thing I can do to eliminate my credit card debt this year, such that by doing it, everything else will be easier or unnecessary? So this focusing question really hones in on what's important and helps us prioritize that thing that will have the most impact on what we want to accomplish. And to create it as a habit, of course, we just have to understand it. We have to believe it. Then we have to use it. We have to make it a habit. We have to be consistently asking ourselves this focusing question to get us where we need to go. Guys, remember, visual reminders are key. Let's write these questions. Let's write our goals. Let's have them everywhere. Screensavers on your mirror, wherever it is that you look, to leverage, to give you a cue, to remind you to stay focused and to go where you need to go. And then recruit support. You guys have built-in support by being here on the Guide Realty team, but share your goals, share your one thing with your family, with your friends, with everyone you talk to. Share it with your kids, and I bet they'll hold you accountable. So you guys get out there, you be great, you focus on your one thing, and we'll talk again soon.